the Daily Aztec Live, the SDSU Associate Students University Council votes to approve a new act recognizing the conflict in Gaza as genocide.
As finals approach, we have the latest update on studying resources so students can end the semester strong.
And for our Aztec fanatics, we have the latest update on all things to do with SDSU sports. The Daily Aztec Live starts now. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Aztec Live. My name is Emely Rodriguez.
And I'm Abbie. Thank you for joining us for our final broadcast of the semester. SDSU administration has agreed to pay $300,000 to settle a Title IX lawsuit that alleged unequal treatment of female athletes. The suit was originally filed in 2022 by 17 athletes on the track and field and rowing teams, citing a lack of equal scholarship dollars. It was agreed that SDSU will pay the original filers and that the university has now instituted a gender equity plan that will provide equal athletic financial aid, better treatment, and benefits for all current and future female athletes.
After 7 hours of debate on April 22nd, the SDSU Associated Students University Council voted to approve the MOCAD Act. The act is a resolution that defines the conflict in Gaza as genocide, calls on SDSU to divest from Israel, and demands the university affirm support for Palestinian and Muslim students. The resolution is named after AS leader Mohammed Erekat, who has previously censored for calling the war a genocide.
There's lots of activism currently happening on our campus.
Yes, it's great to see. For years, Streets of Hope has fed and supported those in need every Monday. Reporter Amel Tesfaye visited the nonprofit and got to shadow their founder, Dan D'Amato.
What could be something we could give you that would just be awesome and, make you feel special?
What started as one person simply showing up has turned into something much bigger. For founder Dan D'Amato, Streets of Hope is about more than just outreach. It's about making sure people feel seen, supported, and treated with dignity every single week.
The streets of San Diego are no strangers to homelessness, yet the issue remains overlooked. For Streets of Hope and Dan D'Amato, those living in downtown San Diego are visible and at the forefront of their organization. Created and led by Dan D'Amato, this organization builds lasting relationships.
And so when it first started, it was a couple of us making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches off the back of our cars. And we just started inviting people, and more people came. And as you experienced tonight, it's a really great feeling to help people. I think that's how we were designed to live, to not just help ourselves or even just our families or friends, but to help even strangers.
Consistency and dedication guide Streets of Hope as the group meets every Monday to package bags of food and walk the streets of downtown San Diego, distributing food, water, and clothes.
We're part of the food bank pantry system, and they give us food and every week to help do this. But then people all over San Diego County drop off clothes and other items at our home locations.
There truly is a real impact, as this outreach has built a strong community. Dan chose to make a difference, inspiring others to promote real change. And as Dan said,
sometimes when you give a little bit, you feel like it doesn't make a difference. It makes a difference.
Catch Streets of Hope here at Smart and Final in downtown San Diego every Monday at 6 o'clock. This is Amel Tesfaye with the Daily Aztec.
It's awesome to see people giving back to our community.
Absolutely, that's part of what makes the city of San Diego so special. Speaking of special, Aztec Sports is up next.
back to the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Adrielle Hasara.
And I'm Lindsey Belsky. It's a big week for Aztec sports. And we're starting with men's basketball, where the off-season is already making headlines.
SDSU is seeing some major movement in the transfer portal. Miles Bird, one of the Aztecs' top defensive players, is heading to Providence.
And Magoon Gwath is also on making a switch, as he is committing to DePaul after 2 strong seasons at SDSU. Gwath brought a dominating presence to the front court, while Bird played a key role in the Aztecs' defensive identity. Congratulations to those who transferred. They will be missed.
So yes, some big losses for Aztec fans, but the Aztecs are not starting from scratch. Elise Harrington, Tay Simmons, and Latrell Davis are all expected to return, which gives SDSU a strong core heading into next season.
And with the Pac-12 move coming up, this offseason feels even more important. Even with a new roster, competitions, the expectations around the capabilities of this program is still the same.
Now to football. Aztec football is getting ready to wrap up spring camp with its spring scrimmage on Saturday, May 2nd.
The event starts at 1 p.m. on campus and 2 p.m. with the scrimmage set to start. Fans can expect food trucks, family activities, performances, bands, spirit squads, and an autograph session afterwards.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It's a first look at the team, and for fans, a nice early preview of what's happening in the fall.
Moving on to baseball. The Aztecs have been building up some momentum this month. SDSU picked up a 9-5 win over Seattle, keeping up their winning streak.
The Aztecs also beat Fresno State this weekend, winning all 3 games away from home. They closed the series with a 6-2 win on Sunday, bringing their winning streak to 7 games.
Wow, good for them. And softball is also wrapping up its home schedule. The Aztecs dropped the series 2-1 against Boise State.
With the postseason getting closer, every game is starting to matter just a little bit more.
That's true, Adrielle. And women's tennis is also having a big month. They recently earned a share of the Mountain West regular season title after beating Grand Canyon 4-0.
Which is super exciting, and now they're carrying that momentum into the Mountain West Championship. Women's tennis also entered the Mountain West Championship as the number 1 seed. They won 4-1 against UNLV and earned their spot in the NCAA tournament.
So with baseball, softball, women's tennis having all of their important moments this season, a lot is happening for Aztec athletics before the semester wraps up.
And that's your look at sports. Coming up next, we have arts and culture with the latest on events, entertainment, and campus life.
Welcome back. Though the semester is winding down, there's still a lot happening around campus.
For example, 2 SDSU students recently began their own startup on campus. Known as Second Course, the organization aims to tackle food insecurity. Reporter Thais Giraudet has the latest information. Let's take a look.
As food prices continue to rise, more students are becoming at risk of going hungry. The new startup, Second Course, led by 2 SDSU students, aims to tackle food insecurity, all while reducing food waste.
We saw that leftover food on campus, not only is it going to waste more than it should, which is not very sustainable at all, but it also is still good. So that's where Second Course fits in. We just make those connections between students and the food that's already available that is about to be thrown away.
Last year, at the annual Social Venture Challenge, co-founders Daniel Self and Gavin Bartow won 3rd place and a $5,000 prize for their pitch of Second Course. Since then, they have launched the official Second Course app. The concept is fairly simple. Students who sign up get notified when free leftovers from club meetings and events are available.
I try and be sustainable with food. I don't like wasting food.
President of the Elite Coders Club, Michael Hayes, has used Second Course to post leftovers from his meetings.
One of the features that I liked is I posted, and immediately I could see how many people had viewed my post, so I could kind of expect how many people were coming. So that was super cool to just see.
In addition to clubs, Second Course recently began a partnership with SDSU Catering. While catering did not respond to a request for comment, the Second Course co-founders say this collaboration is a sign of support from the university.
We've just started our partnership with Aztec Shops, and their catering services department is using Second Course exclusively for any excess food from their events.
According to Second Course's data, over 335 students have downloaded the app so far. For the first 9 food alerts, 40 students showed up, with an average of 4 students per post.
The students who show up, they'll even tell us, can I pick one up for my friend? She just, her EBT got cut, or her benefits got cut, or something with, the meal plan. Aside from statistics, just hearing students, talk about it to you, one-on-one, really kind of solidifies your cause as to why you want to do this in the first place.
Despite the fact that both co-founders are graduating this spring, they remain confident and hopeful for the future of Second Course.
And we're not going to stop the service at all. We're going to keep the app available. We're still going to work on it. It's actually our dream to do Second Course full time after graduating. If we can show that it's a success this semester, then potentially we could bring it to other schools and maybe get some sort of interest from the investment community who can help us get a little funding to keep Second Course alive for as long as possible.
If you or someone you know is struggling with food insecurity, you can find available resources at as.sdsu.edu/food insecurity. The Second Course app is also available on the App Store. Reporting for the Daily Aztec, I'm Adrielle.
SDSU School of Theater, Television, and Film's original musical, Tomorrow the Island Dies, opens Friday, May 1st at the Mainstage Theater.
The show has been in development through SDSU's Musical Theater Initiative and gives students the chance to see a new work come to life right here on campus.
Performances run through May 6th with evening shows and a weekend matinee. So if you're looking for something exciting to do before finals really hit, this is one to keep on your radar.
I love when students can support the arts and their peers, especially when it's a full production right here on campus.
Absolutely. Off campus, San Diego's arts community is also in the spotlight. Mayor Todd Gloria's new proposed budget would cut arts funding by about 85%, dropping it from about $13.8 million to just around $2 million.
And for students going into music, dance, film, theater, or other creative fields, this is a local issue worth paying attention to. Those city arts dollars can help support the kind of organizations and programs where young creatives may want to work or build connections after graduation.
So it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially in a city with such a big creative scene.
On a lighter note, K-pop dance is also having a moment across San Diego. The trend has been showing up on campuses, stages, and even bookshelves, with more students getting involved in choreography and performance.
And it makes sense. K-pop isn't just about the music. It's more than a dance style, but a community and a whole performance culture that many students are connecting with.
As finals approach, many students are experiencing burnout and stress, but SDSU has its students back with resources to help with studying, wellness, and stress management.
Reporter Cindy Avila took a closer look at those resources and how students can feel a little more supported during this stressful time.
Although finals don't start for about another month, it's never too late to start studying for them. San Diego State University is committed to student excellence. One way in which the university shows its support for students is through its various locations on campus for students to get comfortable.
Throughout the day, students can be spotted throughout campus studying, enjoying a cup of coffee, or taking a mental health break in between classes. Joanna Barrera,
A third-year biology student says she enjoys studying on campus, whether with friends or by herself due to her busy schedule.
I usually go to the fifth floor of the library, specifically with my friends. If not by myself, I usually go to the first floor of the library to just study by myself.
However, there is one thing Barrera feels SDSU could improve on.
Because of how quickly study rooms get booked up by people, I feel like if they could open a few more spots or have a chart or table online to let us know when those rooms are occupied or not.
Noah Simon, who is also a third-year biology student, stays on campus to study to reduce travel time between his home and school. He shares his feedback.
On the third floor of the Student Union, there's a little lounge called the Good Friend Lounge. So I'll go to that one. And then the after hours part of the campus, I'll go to that too, the library. They could make the after hours 24/7 again. But other than that, I think there is a good amount of spots around. So I'm not too mad about that.
Whether choosing to spend time at a coffee shop or on an outdoor space on campus, SDSU provides a wide range of study options for students. It's just a matter of taking advantage of them. For Aztec News, I'm Cindy Avila.
Definitely going to be keeping that in mind, especially with finals right around the corner.
Absolutely. And for students feeling overwhelmed, it's a good reminder that there are resources on campus to help them get through the end of the semester. So whether you're staying on campus, going to a show, or just trying to get through finals, there's still a lot to look forward to as we finish up this school year.
That's it for arts and culture. Stay tuned for our Spanish section of the Daily Aztec Live.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a la sección Mundo Azteca del Daily Aztec Live. Mi nombre es Ivana Bustamante.
Y yo soy Abigail Segoviano. Empecemos con las noticias.
La administración de la SDSU ha aceptado pagar $300,000 para resolver una demanda en virtud del título 9 que alegaba un trato de desigualdad hacia las deportistas. La demanda fue presentada inicialmente el 2022 por 17 deportistas de los equipos de atletismo y remo, alegando la falta de igualdad en la asignación de becas. Se acordó que la SDSU pagará la demanda original y ha establecido un plan de igualdad de género que proporcionará igualdad, la ayuda económica deportiva, el trato y los beneficios de todas las deportistas actuales y futuras.
Tras 7 horas de debate, el 22 de abril, el Consejo Universitario de Estudiantes Asociados votó a favor de aprobar la ley MOCAT. La ley es una resolución que define el conflicto en Gaza como genocidio, llama a la SDSU a retirar sus inversiones de Israel y exige a la universidad que manifieste su apoyo a los estudiantes palestinos y musulmanes. La resolución lleva el nombre del líder de la AS, Mohamed que anteriormente fue censurado por llamar a la guerra un genocidio.
El musical original de la Escuela de Teatro, Televisión y Cine de la SDSU, Tomorrow the Island Dies, se estrena el viernes 1 de mayo en el Teatro Mainstage. El espectáculo se ha venido desarrollando a través de la iniciativa de teatro musical de la SDSU y ofrece a los estudiantes la oportunidad de ver cómo cobra vida una nueva obra aquí mismo en el campus.
Ahora los deportes. SDSU está viviendo un gran movimiento en el mercado de fichajes. Miles Bird, uno de los mejores jugadores defensivos de los Aztecas, se marcha a Providence.
Y Magun Guad también va a cambiar de equipo, ya que se ha comprometido con DePaul tras 2 temporadas excelentes en SDSU. Guad aportó una presencia dominante en la zona de pintura, mientras que Bird desempeñó un papel clave en la identidad defensiva de los Aztecas. Felicidades a los que se han transferido, los echaremos de menos.
Pasemos al béisbol. Los Aztecas han estado ganando impulso este mes. La SDSU se llevó una victoria por 9-5 sobre Seattle y sigue con su racha victoriosa.
Este fin de semana también volvieron a la conferencia Mountain West para enfrentarse a Fresno State, donde ganaron la serie 3-0.
Y el softball también está terminando su calendario de partidos en casa. Las Aztecas recibieron a Boise State este fin de semana en su última serie de la temporada en casa. La serie terminó con las Aztecas ganando un juego de 3.
Eso es todo lo que tenemos para esta noche. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Mi nombre es Ivana Bustamante.
Y yo soy Abigail Segoviano.